Hi Sacha, could you tell us what's your book about?
So I write non-fiction writing craft books, helping writers to improve their writing, and then I also write sapphic fantasy romance, but on the spicy end.
And how many copies have you sold?
A lot.
Could you tell us a number?
No.
That's fine. And do you think we're witnessing a transformation on the publishing industry right now?
I think we need to be more open to what tools and the tech can do. I think rather than missing something, I think it's a shift in attitude that's needed, and embracing our curiosity with tech to see what it can do for us and for our businesses, rather than kind of closing our minds and pushing it away, and then being left behind. So yeah, for me, the transformation that needs to happen is a shift in our mindset.
And what's the main tool you focused on for selling more books?
The main tool, I think for me it's actually systematizing the back end of my business. So rather than trying to do each launch as a brand new, it's what can I systematize, what can I create that's templated, what can I do that will make me more efficient and more slick. And then the other thing is talking in the reader's language. So rather than talking in business terms or sales copy, how can you get on the reader's level and speak the same language as them about your book, because then you're communicating with the reader in the same language.
And do you think the traditional publishing industry is covering the needs of today's readers?
No. I think that I have controversial opinions about the traditional publishing industry. Look, I think that there is a place for trad, I think there's a place for being hybrid, and there's a place for being indie, and I think that actually, looking at each individual book and looking at which publishing method is going to be most effective for that book. Who has the capital on the readers in a particular niche or genre? Well, if it's trad, then go trad for that book. If it's indies, then go indie for that book. I think that indie publishing enables a lot more fracturing of niches and genres, and it gives readers the opportunity to read things that aren't traditional or classic or being pushed out. I don't want to, a lot of trad so far has been white, middle class, cis het books, and indies are there's a plethora of different type of people publishing, and therefore a plethora of different types of books with different types of protagonists. And so I think that's what indie brings, is that ability for us to find more representation in fiction.
And what advice would you give to a person who wants to publish their new book?
Start with the marketing before you write. Go to the market, go to find where the readers are finding their book recommendations, understand how they're finding the book recommendations, and then understand what is selling in that market and in that niche, and how you can both serve that requirement and also put your own unique spin on it. And the only way you can do that is by studying the market and really truly understanding what are the commonalities, what are the patterns between those best-selling books, and how can you take that and then put your own voice on it.
And what do you think about events like 20Books?
Oh, I love it. I actually really, really love 20Books. I've done a few of them. I did Runnymede and Edinburgh. I haven't done Vegas yet. One day. But yeah, I love it.
Thank you, Sacha.
Thank you.